In this video, we're going to find out, are we going to see this crypto meltdown and dump all the way back down to the psychological $20,000 level? Or are we going to see this massive pump towards the upside, coming all the way up to this major resistance round about the $25,000 level? Guys, we're going to look at the charts, but not only that, we're going to look at this diagram that might tell us why Bitcoin is still holding strong in these areas. Because yes, we are still in this bullish structure, because Bitcoin is still forming higher lows. And that is overall quite bullish. So we're going to find out all of these factors in today's video. And if you want to find out more, watch the video until the end, smash up the like button and subscribe. And most importantly, activate the bell so that you will stay up to date. So welcome back to B for Crypto, and yes, I hope you had a great weekend. And guys, I wasn't online for quite a while because I had to get rid of my green screen and it was very annoying. And guys, I made this new studio, and if you like this new look, please let me know in the video description below and leave a comment and a like and subscribe. So guys, let's directly start on the daily chart for Bitcoin. And guys, first of all, we're going to draw the Fibonacci retracement level all the way from the swing low all the way up to the swing high. And then we can see, yes, Bitcoin bounced off perfectly, exactly from the 23.6, which is round about the level of $23,110. But guys, we can see that yes, we have the 13 EMA exactly in these price ranges, where we also have this major resistance round about the level of 23,980. So you could say round about the $24,000 level. But guys, we're going to find out, yes, Bitcoin is holding quite strong in these regions, but we're going to look at the diagram at the end of the video. First, we're going to look at the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin to really find out what is going to happen in the immediate short term. And yes guys, on the 4-hour chart, we can see that Bitcoin is trying to get above the 13 EMA on the 4-hour chart, but we had this fake out before yesterday where we saw that Bitcoin broke out from these regions, but we got a major resistance round about the levels of 23,880, and we could see that this candle closed exactly at this major resistance round about the $23,500. So guys, first of all, we have to see if we're going to see this breakout towards the upside, that Bitcoin has to overcome this major resistance round about the $24,000 level, and then Bitcoin has to form a higher high. So that we can say that yes, this bearish downtrend, this short-term bearish downtrend has turned around, and that Bitcoin has formed a higher high in comparison to this high. Because at the moment we can see that yes, we had this high and Bitcoin was constantly forming lower highs, and that is quite bearish. So we have to really break this area, this major resistance, and come back above this major resistance, which was previous support, as we can see exactly in these regions where Bitcoin bounced off perfectly. So first of all, this would be the step if we're going to see this bullish momentum from these regions. But if we're going to see this dump and this rejection once again, we could expect that yes, our first price target would be all the way down here at the 22,580. And we're going to zoom out and we're going to find out what is the Fibonacci retracement level of our price target. And then we can see, yes, Bitcoin bounced off on the 4-hour chart exactly from the 61.8. So if we're going to break the 61.8, we could expect as a first price target this yellow horizontal support, which is round about the $22,540 level. But otherwise, if we're going to break this level, we're going to come all the way back down to this major liquidity zone, which is also the 88.6, round about the levels of $21,800. And guys, if we're going to break this level towards the downside, yes, we could expect that Bitcoin will come all the way back down to the $20,000 level and maybe even close the CME gap. But guys, at the moment we can see that Bitcoin is holding quite strong, and that yes, we are still in this upwards momentum, which we can see exactly from this trend line that we are holding. And guys, we're going to go on the DXY and we're going to compare the DXY with the Bitcoin chart to find out why we can see that Bitcoin is holding this level quite strong. So first of all, on the top we have the dollar currency index on the weekly chart, and at the bottom we have the Bitcoin chart on the weekly chart. And first of all guys, if we see that the dollar currency index, so the strength of the dollar, goes down, we can see that Bitcoin moves up. And as we can see, the dollar currency index had its lows exactly in these areas where Bitcoin had its highs. So guys, at the moment we can see that yes, we have been in this long bearish trend towards the downside, and the DXY was gaining strength because of all the interest rate hikes. And we could see that the dollar currency index reached this high exactly here on the 3rd of August 2022, where we also could see that Bitcoin formed its lows. But guys, first of all, at the moment we can see that yes, the dollar currency index went down and Bitcoin saw this push towards the upside. But at the moment, guys, we can see that Bitcoin is holding this level quite strong, even though we saw that the dollar currency index had this push towards the upside back above this major support. And yes, this tells us that the dollar currency index is going up and Bitcoin is staying in these levels. And before, we could see that if the dollar currency index went up, we saw this major dump for Bitcoin. But guys, something is holding Bitcoin in these areas, and we're going to find out what this could be. So over on Twitter, I found this from the rational route. The US might temporarily have a tight monetary policy, dampening its money supply, resulting in less liquidity. But adding China's money supply makes more than up for it. Bitcoin is a global phenomenon. And yes, we can see that China is increasing its money supply through quantitative easing, and we can see the direct opposite over on the interest rate hikes from America and quantitative tightening. And this is quite bullish for Bitcoin. And why? Because we are seeing that China wants to remove the Bitcoin or crypto ban, and this would bring in a major liquidity for Bitcoin, or maybe now already. And this is why Bitcoin is not reacting to this push that we see from the DXY. And at the moment we can see that we are at this resistance for the DXY, and this is a make or break situation. If we're going to see that the DXY will lose this major support, we're going to see that Bitcoin will pump from these regions. But guys, maybe we're going to bounce exactly here, and we're going to see that the dollar currency index is getting some strength and that Bitcoin is going to see this major dump towards the downside. Let's go back to the daily chart. So back on the daily chart, it is really going to be important for Bitcoin that we're going to form a higher high and that we're going to break this major resistance round about the $23,980, because if we're going to close a 4-hour candle underneath this trend line, we could expect that yes, we're going to come all the way back down to the 61.8 or even the 88.6, and maybe then we're going to get this confirmed breakdown towards the downside. But guys, it all depends what we're going to see for the dollar currency index and especially for Bitcoin. And guys, before we're going to end this video, we're going to go over to Twitter, because yes guys, you're still early in this game and we are only in the innovator stage, which is 2.5%, maybe a little bit more. But even if we would be at the early adopters, around about 13.5% of the global population in Bitcoin, you are still early. Dollar cost average into Bitcoin. And yes, if you want to earn passive income, make sure to go in the video description below and sign up with my DAX only trading setup link, where you receive a $30 trading bonus if you sign up with my link. We're making a lot of profits in this group, so join in and earn passive income. And guys, if you like this content, smash up the like button and subscribe and activate the bell so that you always stay up to date. And guys, be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.